Hello motorsport fans all over the world, this is Motorsport Progression and I'm about to bring you the review of the 2019 Japanese Grand Prix. So Vettel started on pole, Charles Leclerc second for the two Ferraris, and Valtteri Bottas out-qualified Lewis Hamilton for the third position. So Hamilton was in fourth, Verstappen fifth and Albon sixth here, so standing order. At the start here, Vettel he jumped the start a little bit. The lights was a bit on too much, and he ended up jumping the start. So that cost him the position because he wasn't able to get off the line properly. And Bottas took first position from third position. And then in the first corner, Verstappen had a brilliant start. He went on the outside of Leclerc, into the first corner, and going towards the second corner, he had a line. And then Leclerc just understeered into Verstappen. They got their own battle going on over there. But behind them, Lewis read the move, and he ended up avoiding it because he kind of like knew they were gonna collide. So he stayed well clear of that battle. And then you had Lewis reading the move from Leclerc and Verstappen, avoiding a crash. Verstappen ended up having heavy damage. He had to come into the pits, but Leclerc continued for another 2 laps after the first 2 corners, and he had debris flying off his car, and he had debris flying off his car. He had debris flying off and hit Lewis's front wing off. Front wing mirror. So he could have lost his front wing mirror. He lost his front wing mirror for no reason, basically. Leclerc should have basically pit straight away after the first lap, but that's up to him, innit? And you had on lap 4 you had Alex Albon passes Lando Norris for a good position in there. Then you had Leclerc coming to the pits. Then he started making his way back up the field, and he started making some great overtakes. But it was a mistake on his part to continue for 2 extra laps, because he could have caused heavy damage to someone. He could have injured someone, or he could have injured someone really badly. So Leclerc was at fault there. I wasn't really happy with him continuing. That was a hazard on track. And to make matters harder for Max Verstappen, he had vibrations and he had damage here. Obviously, Leclerc went into his side pods, isn't it? So that's the radiators and aerodynamics and stuff like that. You lose a lot of performance, probably a second or a second and a half. So Verstappen was caught up in the back of the field. So Leclerc came and overtook him. Leclerc took Verstappen, so that would have made him even more pissed. And then on lap 15, Max had to retire because of the vibrations on the car, damaging the car and the chassis, and it could damage the engine and other parts as well. So you don't want to be replacing too many things. And obviously the leader Valtteri pitted on lap 18, and Lewis went 4 laps longer. So Lewis pitted on lap 24, but he lost 10 seconds to the leader in that fashion. So when he come out, he started questioning the team how he lost the race and how comes he lost that much time, because of tire degradation was very high at the Suzuka circuit. And moving on from there, he started arguing with his team and that, but it's okay though. That's a true winner, so he just wants to win. And on lap 27, Hulkenberg and Sergio Perez passes Daniel Kvyat in the Toro Rosso. On lap 35, Charles Leclerc passes Pierre Gasly at the Spoon Curve, which was a beautiful pass, And sooner, Mercedes come on the radio and tell Lewis, 1 stop is not possible for you. You got to do a 2-stopper because of the tires are degrading. He had to push and close at Vettel, and he had to push to close at Vettel, so he had to make a second stop, but he wanted to do a 1-stopper because he thought he could have won the race on a 1-stopper. But he ended up coming to the back of Vettel and trying to overtake on Vettel, with a superior tire advantage, but Vettel was very clever in his defense and managed to hold Hamilton off. Yeah, and in the last few laps, Sergio Perez ended up tangling with Pierre Gasly, and Sergio Perez went out. And but they said the race was declared one lap too early. It was supposed to be lap 53, but the flag was waved on lap 52. So Sergio Perez ended up keeping his ninth position, and Bottas won the race by 11 seconds. What a brilliant drive from him! What a controlled drive! What a calculated drive! And what an intelligent drive from him. He took the advantage at the start and he held it towards the end. Then Sebastian Vettel came in second in the Ferrari, holding off Lewis Hamilton in third. So that was the podium positions. In number one, you had Valtteri Bottas, 25 points. Number two, you had Sebastian Vettel. And number three, you had Lewis Hamilton. So that was Valtteri's 100 points finish, and that was a win for him. So his 100 points finish, he managed to win a race, which is very impressive. So that's good. And in those two podium positions, first and third, Mercedes AMG Petronas ended up winning their sixth constructors championship in 2019. Very impressive. You know, they're very disciplined and they know how to run the car and fight the competition and also make it competitive and stuff like that. And they're a very well-oiled machine. So congratulations to Mercedes AMG Petronas on winning their sixth constructors title. And the race was okay. It was sunny. There was a typhoon expected, but it didn't turn up. And to me personally, I enjoyed the race. It wasn't a dollar. It was okay. It was just about technical enough, you know, and the strategies played into it and defense and stuff like that. Vettel had to defend from Hamilton and the first lap clash and a few overtakes in the midfield. Carlos Sainz drove well to P5. Alex Albon drove his best career race in P4 for the Red Bull. And Daniel Ricciardo did okay as well, did very well to make some overtakes when his team let him go again past his teammate to try and fight the other guys. So it was a very, very good race and I was happy with it. So fans, if you like the content, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.